not to even talk of the work that you have to do managing the people inside the house. I mean, managing the people within the force itself. In recent times, Nigerians have had cause to protest about what the police, their relationship with the police in terms of how the police has been carrying out its own conduct. The police, on the other hand, has been trying to respond. As a result of this, we've seen for the complaints that have been lodged, we've seen, the police trying to deal decisively with erring officers who are not following the instructions of the IGP. But some people will say that there needs to be a more systematic way of the police self-check-in to be sure that those kinds of officers are found out even by the police itself before the public points them out. As a result of the recent reports that you have received from the different parts of the country about the misdemeanor of some police officers, has there been any further checks within the police force to say, look, we need to, double check the people that are currently working with the force to be sure that, everybody is following the straight and narrow?
In sociology, that's what you call anomaly theory. You must have deviance in any system. You must have. It's a normal thing so far you have in society. So in the police, we have those who are deviants. There's no policeman who doesn't know that you must not dress improperly. You must not smoke while on duty. You must not slap a Nigerian. You must not use cutlass to flog. There's no Nigerian police personnel today that will tell me I'm not aware. Because in the training school, it's part of our manual, they must have taught you all these things. So if somebody has done wrong, police force is a regimented organization established by the Constitution, Section 214, the Nigerian Constitution established the police. So police is not a cooperative society, no, it's a community, what they call parapo in Lagos. And it is not an association that you just think, I do what I like, I do what I like. No, the artist system is operating on a law. Nigerian Police Act 2020, the Public Service Rule, and some other extant laws governing our administrative and obstructional activities or engagements. So if a policeman has done something wrong, every offense, disciplinary offense or criminal offense, has its punishment. If it's a reduction in rank, we give to you. If it's a dismissal, we give to you. If it is severe reprimand, we give to you. It is fatigue. Some of them will give them cutlass to go and weed. They will weed. But it is clear. How can a policeman stand on the road and be collecting money? It is not a disciplinary offense. It's a criminal offense. Corruption is a criminal offense. If you flog somebody, you assault somebody, it's a criminal offense. If a policeman wants to beat, the law says you can use minimum force while discharging your duty. You cannot measure this minimum force anyway, but there are accoutrements you need to use, there are items you need to use to enforce. If it's batting, it's a different thing. The police will give you batting to go and work. We have not given you cutlass to go and flog somebody. Stop checking phones on the road. You can't check somebody's phone. It is personal property.
That's the part
you cannot do it.
That's the part that I was very angry about. So let's even go to Lagos now. He's got more questions, guys.
I'm even going to spare that question now, Chamberlain, especially since he has already, mentioned it. But Mr. Ijobi, 78,000 cases being prosecuted. The first thing that came to my mind when you mentioned that figure was, how is the police dealing with that, especially in terms of funding? Many times when we talk about funding for the police, we don't even factor in the fact that, police has to, conduct investigations, where many people don't factor in the fact that the police has to conduct investigations and do some other things. And it demands a lot of funding. So in terms of funding, how are you dealing with 78,000 cases being prosecuted in court? Some of them you have to investigate and reinvestigate.
Yes, we have a department, we have our legal department, headed by a commissioner of police. Is being controlled or managed by the Deputy Inspector General of Police for CID. And we have, every state command has its OC legal. It must be a lawyer. And now most of our prosecutors are lawyers. So, and when you are talking of criminal justice system, it's not the time you'll be saying you want money to do this, you want money to do that. And in most cases, the Ministry of Justice and various commands, they assist the police, because we have a desk officer in charge of these units across the country. And desk officers, they know how to relate with the Ministry of Justice in those states to see how they help the police in terms of logistics to make all these cases go on well. So altogether across the country, the 78 cases, fine, they are much, but the cases are on. We have charged them to court. We are prosecuting. In some cases, we have the help of the Attorney General of this state to assist the police in prosecuting some of these cases.